What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TheFanAwakens. I'm Eli, I'm your host, and my friend, my co host here, Parade Rainer, is going to be joining me today as we speak on this maybe final check in before Star Wars Celebration Tokyo. Uh, Check out the channel reigncore. Check out the TheFanAwakens. We have been talking about Star Wars Celebration. He has a bunch of podcasts up right now, dealing with travel and the con and all kinds of stuff. So check all that out. It'll be in the description below. But how you doing, my friend?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. I always have an excellent time talking about Star Wars Celebration and going to Japan. I'm so excited.
We're so close. We are so close. I have I don't know about you. I have 7 more work days until I leave. I think you
Are we
have
counting the
maybe.
work days?
Yeah, work. I'm counting work days, man. Up to that point, not days. I'm like work
You're not doing
days
work days?
because this last weekend I have, it's gonna be so busy making sure everything's ready.
Oh, sure.
So I
Yeah, yeah,
guess
yeah.
I don't even want to think about it. That's just uh it's gonna be hectic.
Hey, well, we're doing and just let everybody know, we're doing an after dark episode. We're doing it late at night just to bring you this content, and I'm still super excited. I'll count it regular days. 9 for me. I think it's probably like 5 work days because I think I'm going a day earlier than you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
man, it's
So,
yeah. This is definitely the Fan Awakens after dark. It's past my
yeah.
bedtime, but
Tired boys. We're tired
we're too
boys.
excited for this thing. I wanted to get one more episode in with you. I might do another video or two. I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
but this is happening regardless. We have pretty much everything out. Sans the store official merch, but
Where is it, Reed Pop? Give me the merch store. I wanna know if I'm spending tons of money, tens of yen in your merch store or not.
the app is out. The panel
Yes.
schedule's out.
Yes.
We've seen a bunch of vendor exclusives. They're dropping the pins, which that's fine.
Yeah,
Save
yeah,
me
that's
some
fine.
money. And so like now it's so close you can taste it. I did
Yeah.
so there's a couple things I know since we've last talked on either of our shows. We've gotten the lightning lane stuff, the panel reservations have come out.
Yep. Yep.
We both had our experiences on the we were on the phone when we did it, and it was chaos, as I'm sure anyone else experienced who went through that. But all in all, I mean for us, I think it turned out great. I mean, you can speak on your experience.
Yeah. So I said, "Hey, Eli, can we talk on the phone for the shared trauma?" Because one, I am totally oblivious of how to do any of the reservations, not on any Facebook groups, not any Discord. You are so graciously and sharing those links with me because I am also not getting emails. Uh,
Yeah,
so, for the what was the first one? Not
uh,
the panels. That was the most recent. What
the
was before that?
lightning lane
The
reservation for the
lightning
store
lane to get into the store. That was scary
was
because
scary.
we wanted to get in on the first day, and I want to get on first day because I'm afraid that merch would be sold out by the first day. And they gave us options of what time slots. We tried early, nothing hitting, and you made the call. You made the call. You're like,
Let's
let's just
move
go at the
later in the
end.
day.
Let's
Yeah.
just go later to guarantee Friday. And that was a good call because we got in.
And
We got
yeah,
in.
I mean, the thing is, I remember we are going and we are like, okay, I tried to get early and it let me do it, sold out. Tried to do an
Yeah.
hour later, sold out, sold out, sold
Yeah.
out. And so then I just scrolled, like, please. So I got mine and you got yours for Friday. And my brother
Yeah.
got his on Saturday, which,
Yep.
you know, which is, I think, cool because just in case, for whatever reason, we miss something, he's our backup
Yes.
plan.
Right.
Um, but
And
I
vice
know,
versa, like, our friends who can't make it in on the first day, I
yeah.
was like, "Hey, just let me know. I'll grab what I can, just pay me back," we can helping the homies out as best we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, we can always just queue also, but I'm hoping to avoid that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it all done. There are a few other things like, and I do feel for people who also queued up. They were not organized at all for the lightning lane thing. They kind of
Mhm.
botched the release of it with log into here and make sure you signed in, but this is actually
Yep.
not where you need to queue. We're gonna post another link.
Yeah.
And I know there's plenty of folks who queued up and did everything right and still didn't get it, which sucks. But
That's
this,
unfortunate.
you do what you can. Uh,
It is better than previous years, though. In
yeah,
previous years, you had to go on the app and queue in the morning, and that was a headache
it was.
because, it was just unforeseen what was gonna happen for the day. At least now we know, "Hey, we're going in on Friday." Like,
Yep.
we could plan that and plan everything around these cues, so that's a good thing for Reed Pop, but otherwise, I do feel bad for people who couldn't get the times they wanted because, like, some of our friends could only go 1 day, and they
Yeah.
couldn't get in, and so,
You
you know.
know, but that's why we got, we got each other's backs. The bigger
Right,
one though for me was the panels because I mean,
right.
traditionally, with the panel lottery system, I've not had great luck. Um, I think in Chicago, of all the panels, and they had 5 days at that convention, I got into extra room for one panel on one of the side stages, which was
Yeah,
it was a Mandalorian panel, the original one, which was awesome.
yeah.
But still, like 5 days, I couldn't get into a single panel. And then
Was that every day queuing in?
yes,
Okay, okay.
and then in Anaheim, I think I got into one. I think I got into I don't remember which one it was, but one of the three or four. Um, so this year, 3 days. Uh, Mando Grogu was the panel I wanted to get into the most. I didn't. That's totally fine because I did get into Andor and I guess Star Wars Visions season 3. So I'm
Yeah.
happy you hit the 777 on that one.
I got lucky. So you hit me up with the link. We have our Burgundy Japan group,
Yeah.
and they also queue. We all queued it pretty much at the same time, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
And I was only on 2 devices. I was on my phone and my computer, and my phone got in to select panel tickets first. And I got Mandalorian Grogu celebration stage, so the main stage. I'll be in there. Andor, and I tried to get greedy because I was like, "Oh, can you do Ahsoka too?"
Yeah.
And it said,
Like,
"No,
no.
you only can pick one." So I picked Andor, of course. So I'm in the celebration stage for that one, and then Vision season 3, which I'm very excited for as well, celebration stage. So I hit them all. I hit them all, and I was the first one in. And then it took a while for anyone else to get in
Yeah.
from the people I was communicating with that day.
I think it took me like
Chocolate Doc,
5 minutes after, maybe or so.
I think less. I think less. You were in pretty quick
Maybe. Yeah.
because you were the second, and then Chocodoc got in, but she didn't get. She was like, "Mandalorian's already gone." Oh, because I told you that. I
Yeah.
said she tried for Mandalorian. Don't even try because you don't want to miss on the other ones. Um, and then I feel bad for my buddy Chris and Remy. They got in, but they're like in the smaller stages, the recorded,
Yeah.
the ones they're streaming to. So it's unfortunate that we all can't get in. And you can't even bring people in if you wanted to, so, yeah,
But
it's
what I will
unfortunate.
say, I've said it a million times, I'll say it again as someone who's gone to multiple celebrations and got to very few major panels. It's all right. You'll still enjoy
Alright.
yourself. Like me, I didn't get into Mando and Grogu, but I'm using that time and I'm going to meet Oscar Isaac. So I get my, Force Awakens meet and greet there.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm pretty pumped about that. Um,
Can I also we talked about it before we recorded. You're probably sometimes you can't get into the panel you want. Sometimes you can't do the autograph thing like you are. But I was like, you're gonna find in other things to do in those time slots.
yeah.
So you're not really missing out. I'm missing out on a bunch for being in the panel. Like I'm not gonna be able to line up for like limited exclusives where someone else will prioritize their time for that. So if you're watching this video and you're feeling bad about one thing you can't do, there's probably 10 other things you can do in that time slot. You're
And
in Japan, and at Celebration, there's a lot of people who aren't in Japan and definitely not at Celebration, so
And
feel
then I'm just
fortunate.
saying, if you want to see those folks, you're still gonna see them. If you, my
Right.
favorite memories in all of Celebration have been at the live stage, at the Star Wars show stage. It's been
Oh,
awesome.
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
because like, yeah, you're missing the panel, and you won't get like the exclusive poster or whatever they give out. If you really want it, you can buy it after from someone or
for
online.
sure.
To be honest, bootleg
Yeah.
it. I don't know. But like I didn't get into any of those panels in Chicago, right? But I got
Mhm.
to see all those people that I wanted to see so close up at the
Yeah.
live stage, and they still do interviews and they still talk about what they talked about in the panel. So like, it's a great experience no matter what, and that's why I'm not tripping off of the Mando and Grogu.
I completely missed the fan stage, and that was the worst FOMO ever because the people are cheering and hooting and hollering
It's
for anyone who's
nuts.
coming out,
Yeah,
and I'm sitting on the floor waiting for my autograph for What's That Whitwer. That was great, but I'm like, I am missing out on something else too. Like,
that's
everyone's
so
missing out
funny.
on something. Like, you can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah,
So the only time I really took in the fan stage was on YouTube way, way later. And I'm like, "Oh, that sucks. It seems really fun just to be standing there," but again, you got to kind of pick and choose.
And like, you know how I said I haven't been on the main stage for like the morning panels. I think I have been to 3 total actually. I think I did get in one at in Chicago waiting
Mhm.
like in the waiting line. Um but like I will say I think the energy at the Star Wars show stage is better than even in the panels. Like it's
I,
insane. I remember
yeah.
I wish I had the pictures pulled up, but like when Ewan and Hayden came out in Anaheim, that place
Oh,
went
dude.
nuts and we were like right there. We were,
Yeah.
you know, front row. Um so like you're still going to see them, and especially my advice is like say you wanted to see, I assume Favreau and Filoni will be at the Mandalorian and Grogu panel. And like we
Yeah.
were talking offline, I think there's a chance Pedro's there. I know he's filming Avengers, but it's all Disney,
Sure.
so they could be like, we're paying you 20 million for 25 million for Avengers.
It can might not be his filming day either. So
Yeah. And so fly
yeah.
out private in this nice jet.
Yeah.
If he's there, they'll be on the stage. Like just go hang out
Yeah.
after the panel, and I'm sure they'll show up.
Yeah. There there's gonna be when I saw the Mandalorian season 3, I think, they
Yeah.
brought out, like, most of the cast
Hmm.
there. Like, a ton of the cast was there. The only one who couldn't be there was, Ming-Na Wen, but, like, Carl Weathers was there, all the guys who like, Pedro was there. They brought out Chopper, they brought out Grogu, they brought out, uh,
Sweet man.
Natalie what's that?
It's so fun. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, they bring out a ton of people. So if they can make it, they'll be there. If not, that's okay. It's just like cool being around fans of the thing you love, and
Yep.
I'm excited just to do that.
It's funny though that we're both in a Whitwer line when the store was getting hyped or the stage was getting hyped, because I remember when before Ahsoka came out in 2019, we were in the Whitwer line and Rosario Dawson came out, and I just remember hearing you know, welcome Rosario Dawson. Everybody's going crazy, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I just want I just want to run over there because it's right next to the damn stage. But
Yeah,
you know, it's a good time. So I'm
it
pretty
would have been
excited.
yeah, it'd been cool if they could have like screens where those autographs are, so you could kind of like you're not do like
Yeah.
literally I was not doing anything else, just sliding my butt across the floor, just scooching in this line, and I could just hear people screaming, and it was so loud you can't even I couldn't even hear who's coming out on stage, but I
Sure.
could hear everybody getting super excited. I'm like, missing out on something cool, and I'm waiting in this line for an hour and a half, 2 hours. But
Yeah.
that's a celebration for you. But a
But
great
it's
experience meeting him. It was still, I would still never trade it for that conversation
yeah.
with him. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff at Celebration. You can't be everywhere at once. Just enjoy where you're at in the moment. What's up?
And I do want to say, I'm just going to say it right now because why not? If you see either of us, we're going to be giving stuff away. We
Yes,
got some, we got some goodies. You know, we got this sticker that I put a picture of it, but I believe you have a physical
I
sticker
do.
there.
I
Um,
have. It's gonna probably be backwards on the screen, but it's the Rain Awakens Star Wars Celebration exclusive Raincore Fan Awakens crossover sticker. We are not selling these. We are personally handing them to people who say hello, and Eli will have some, and I will have some to give away. But we will also be giving these away in subsequent. I thought about putting like Tokyo 2025, but then if we still have more, I don't want to
you
destroy
can
stuff.
recycle
I
them.
was like,
Hey, we are cost effective.
yeah, yeah. Right now, only about 100 circulation. So 100 people can get these. Eli will have a bunch. I'll have a bunch to
Minted. I'm
hand
gonna
out.
write numbers on the back so
Oh, that
they'll
would be
know.
kind of cool.
But it's like, but yeah, so we're gonna be giving those away. So obviously,
Yeah,
hit us up on follow us on Instagram. I'll be posting, you know, when I'm going to the con, and I know you're dressing up too, so
yeah, yeah,
you'll know who to look for. But I'm so
yeah.
excited to give those out. Um, you did a great job. You Parade designed it, and I think it looks great with the
Yeah, there's a
airbrush
little
up
bit of
top.
airbrush on there, and then the same font you use for your YouTube, and then the crown, the bleeding crown in purple to
Yeah,
celebrate celebration and the fan awakens and
you
raincore on
might
there, man.
You might have to send me like the picture of it so I might put
Oh
it on a
yeah,
shirt or something.
oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. We
Um,
could just put it on the raincoreclothing.com website if someone wants to buy it.
I'll buy one tomorrow. Um, but yeah, so like that's something, you know, we'll be giving stuff out. I might have a couple random things. Like I'm printing out all kinds of decals and things like that. So I'm probably
I
gonna
do want a
have.
poker chip.
I got you. I mean, I've got a. I still have so many to do, but I just got like this one's got the Rebel logo on it,
Yeah.
and the other side we've just got some, like little currency logo
Heck
on
yeah.
there. So I've got a bunch of these I'm gonna give away. Honestly, I spent I spent like 5 hours trying to fucking, sorry for my language, trying to get it ready. And I mean, it's my
It's the
channel.
After
Who
Dark episode,
cares?
you're fine.
So what are they gonna do? Um, so I'm gonna be giving tons of stuff. I think I'll just have little
Yeah.
baggies with like different stickers and decals and chips.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then I'll just kind of give those away. So that's
That's
gonna
a
be
great
fun.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we should be hanging out, so you guys will find us together. We're still trying to decide, and again, follow us, and maybe we'll start like a little chat group
Yeah.
to like, oh, we're gonna go here Friday night or Saturday night. We're gonna figure that out as we get closer to those dates.
Good call. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot to mention that. We are planning on
Yeah,
some sort of hangout, at least after one of the days for sure.
yeah,
Maybe it'll be arcade or something. I don't know yet, but it'll be something where anyone's welcome to come.
yeah,
So pretty pumped about that.
yeah.
Uh,
Find Eli. Tell him Raincore sends his regards, and then I'll get you something cool. First person to threaten you, to bring you in warm or bring you in cold, we'll we'll get something from me. We'll put a bounty on you.
yeah, I might do. We'll see. Look, if I can think of something, I might do like the first one gets something.
Yeah,
First person gets something special.
yeah.
Uh,
I got a bunch of stuff I could give away. I could give away shirt. I could
dude,
give away pops. We got pops,
that
dude.
I
We
was
got.
just gonna say, if I have
We're
the
not gonna
space in my
carry them
bag,
around. Are you gonna? I was like, I'll ship it to you.
here's your redemption. Put your address or where you wanted to send, and I'll mail it to you after the con. I'm gonna take pictures of my pops and like catalog it in a fucking folder, and you can just I'm letting these
Pick one.
F bombs fly, man. I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna catalog my pops, and you can just pick them. I don't want them.
Yeah, yeah. I'm also fine with someone just saying hello or telling us that they're fans of what we do or whatever, and then we could just take their name down and give it to them later. Because I'm like, we you have 5 days of work left. When are you gonna find time to catalog all your pops?
Also, if anyone sees me on the floor and you see that I've bought a pop, you can reprimand me. I mean, it's just a
Oh,
it's not
wow.
something I should be doing at this point is buying more
I
pops.
almost bought a pop yesterday.
What was it?
I was like, okay, I'll tell the story really quick. They put out a Gengar pop, Pokemon pop,
Okay,
and it looks pretty sick. I don't know why. I just like, again, it's Funko, so I already
sure.
like most of the designs. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then in my head, I was like, oh, it would look cooler if it was purple and translucent. And then I go, there's probably something Gengar cool in Japan when I'm gonna go in about 2 weeks.
You know,
So I'm like,
it's
what am I doing with my life? But I'm just itching. I'm just itching for
I
to
always
to
get
to,
tempted
to
to buy
shop.
Gengar stuff because one time, I think it was when I was streaming, probably like 4 years ago. I used to
Mhm.
have like my hair used to be like kind of up, a little spiky.
Mhm.
Like when it's shorter, it just sticks up. And someone told me, like, anyone ever told you look like Gengar? And I'm like,
Actually, actually, yeah.
and I was like, huh? And then I'm like, hold up. And I looked up Gengar. I'm like, damn. All right, that's wild.
All right, we gotta work on your new nickname for your intros on the Vanquish.
We don't got to go all there, but I'm gonna be dressing it like I'm just gonna paint myself purple and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Gengar. Okay, yeah, I do know.
Nailed it.
So I always look at whenever I see Gengar stuff, I'm like,
That's
maybe
great. Yeah, Gengar's not even in my top 6, so I don't even know why I'm trying to buy a Gengar Funko Pop for. But, I think I'm just itching to buy something Pokemon now because 'cause I'm ready to
you're
be all
ready.
in.
That's the
And
worst.
Pokemon's really killing me because there's gonna be a Pokemon drop. I don't Did we talk about this
And
at
we
all?
did,
I
yeah,
don't think
yeah,
we.
yeah. We
Okay,
did.
I'll just tell the audience really quick. They're doing a Team Rocket Pokemon set, and it's dropping on the 18th, which is the first day of the convention. And I told Eli, I said, "Hey, I might be at a Pokemon Center in the morning trying to get me a Team Rocket stuff." But I have the Mandalorian Grogu panel, so it's done. It's next. I'm going to the panel for sure. If
Yeah.
I didn't get that panel ticket, I might be at a Pokemon Center trying to buy me a Team Rocket briefcase, the limited edition, but yeah,
You
dodge
know,
that bullet.
so
Dodge
far
that bullet.
too, with all the vendor exclusives they've shown, um,
Mm.
I'm not super drawn to any. Like, there's none that I have. Like, we've talked about the Ronin Black Series a lot
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really cool. I don't.
It's cool.
I mean, it's funny because I say I don't collect Black Series, and I do probably have like 10 of them, but they've all been gifts. I don't think
Oh.
I've personally purchased any. I
Oh,
do like
really?
them a lot, though. I think my brother buys me them like for birthdays and Christmas and stuff, and they're
He's like,
great.
"You like
So,
Star Wars?"
so like, I get
Thanks.
them. I get
Yeah,
them. I just
I have
haven't ever bought them myself.
yeah, I have a few back here
Yeah,
in this shelf here. If you look closely in my videos, you can't see it now because it's all blue. I have 2 Revan figures,
nice.
from Black Series, and then 1 more I can't think of right Chopper, I think,
Okay,
my favorite droid,
chop.
and then um, a 3-inch scale, Revan that I got. Quick story, pretty much got 1st place, but it's like 2nd place in a costume contest. It was a gift card to a collectible store, and
Oh,
I bought that Revan figure with it because it
that's
was pretty
awesome.
pricey. So I was like, "Okay," even though I got technically because it's like, "Oh, 1st place," but then there was like a grand prize winner
Was it
in
your
the
Mass
costume
Effect
contest.
costume?
Yes.
Nice. That's I
So I was
can't
like,
believe so.
there's a 1st place, but I'm actually
I
well,
want
I'm
to know
1st,
who
but there's
got
like a
that
grand
grand prize because that costume's sick. But that's a story for another
we
time.
won't it's neither here nor there who got the 1st prize, it's all subjective. I don't know, I should have won that one, but I'm still happy that I got a really cool
Yeah,
figure that I probably would have never bought myself
that's awesome.
with that prize money, but yeah, Revan figures for sure. Even considering buying that GameStop tall Revan one, I
Yeah,
think it's but I don't know, we'll see. But
I
I like collecting Revans.
Hot Toys has some exclusives that are coming out that I'm tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's
Same
anything
set?
special, but it's themed, which is enough for me. Like they have a stormtrooper that has cherry blossoms on it, and
I
like
didn't like it that much.
I don't love the figure either. Like I don't. Here's the thing: if I wasn't going to Japan, I'd have no interest in it. But like it's like a memento of the
No,
moment, I
don't
guess.
but you also don't wanna get something you don't really care for, like
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's that special. I think it's a pretty like
yeah,
lazy design as far as like doing something. But I
yeah,
also do think that I have a nice place on the shelf that it would it would fit very well. I have been trying to get a Stormtrooper hot toy for a long time. I just go back and forth. There's so many options.
yeah. I
So
thought the cherry blossom one.
see, but like I hope Citizen releases something too because I like their watches. So I haven't
Mm,
seen them post anything yet. I know they're gonna be
okay,
there. And I
yeah,
almost bought one in 2019, but I went back and forth and I ended up just not doing it. I was super broke
yeah.
also, so that doesn't help. uh so I think that Citizen will probably be the odds-on favorite if their
Okay,
exclusives are. I know the last con that we went to, it was like every day they had a different watch. So the
yeah.
tough thing was like I don't know what's coming out the next day. But the people there were cool. Like if you talk to them enough, they'll give you like a hint.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
like green Jedi's and maybe tomorrow's your day. And I'm like, okay, it's Yoda. But so we'll
Was
see.
there a was there anything else at that they released for licensed products at the booths that you were interested in? Anything else?
In 2019 or just in general or for
Or no,
this one?
for this one, yeah.
Not necessarily. No. Like there's stuff that I think is cool and that I would probably buy, but nothing that I feel like I have to like beeline for, you know what I mean, in the beginning
Right,
of the day. Um
yeah.
I'm hoping that like if people are selling Force Awakens art, they have my money. So that
Mm,
like if because you know how the artists sell different things.
yeah.
I am willing to spend on that. So if there's anyone watching who's an artist and you want to make some money, do anything Force Awakens related, and my money is yours.
Force Awakens shirts. I'm kind of in the market to get posters, like large posters like these
Yeah,
ones.
same.
'Cause I have one in my living room from PlayStation experience that I don't really need on my wall,
Sure.
and Marvel ones. I feel like I want to replace them with Star Wars ones. So
Mhm.
I am more open to getting a poster this time.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm in for maybe 3 good ones, like really good ones. They have to like be look good and mean something. Because we already purchased art from the art
Did
reservation, but they're not this big.
no.
I got the dimensions. It's like 2 feet by like 11 or something.
Yeah, I
They're
think
not
mine's
huge.
like 24 by 18 or something. Um,
Yeah, similar. Mine's like
I'm
15
so
by 30.
it's a toxic thing, man. I'm telling you I want to buy art. I have no room. I have no room to put it whatsoever. My wall is completely filled.
You know what you should do, which would be kinda crazy, is
Uh,
find a store that's closing that has those posters where you can, like, look at all the displays and just flip through them like a
that's
book.
a, that's a
You just
great
have it in your
idea.
face.
That's a
You're like, "Oh, yeah, these are my La La Land. Here's my whatever."
it's bad. I mean, I maybe I'll take a picture and post it on Instagram, but I have in my closet about a fourth of it taken up by poster tubes with
Whoa.
27 by 40s, like theater
Wow.
size posters. And they're just sitting there because I have like over 100 of those things. I have nowhere to
Yeah,
put them. Uh,
yeah.
and then just, yes, every celebration, I buy more. And I
It's
think
cool.
I'm at
Well, I mean, at least you can, like, if you feel like it, switch them out. They have these, like, I don't know if they do it for those large posters, but for kids, like, when you have art for kids, they do where the frame's really thick and you could, like, replace them and put
that's
stuff in there,
fair.
and
Yeah, yeah.
they need to do that for, like, adults where they're like, "I can't decide what posters I
Yeah.
have."
I'm going to get a digital frame. I'm going to scan these posters and I'm just going to.
Like a photo frame book with that would
Yes,
be kinda interesting.
we have
But then
we have
you wouldn't
one,
need to
but
buy them. You just steal them from online.
like people are gonna come over and like, hey, you want to check out my posters? And then I'm just gonna swipe. This one's in my closet. This one I have. This one too. It's in my closet. This one too.
Actually, I guess I was gonna say start a new Instagram, but you could just do it on your Instagram of just all your like 1 poster a day. It would be kinda
Not a
cool.
bad idea,
Good
actually.
content, you know?
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I try to keep them
Um,
like in nice rolls, but then I have like two just rolls of posters.
that I mean, hey, you collected them.
One day I
You
hope I
collect
have a
posters.
really, really long hallway.
Or open up a movie theater and
I
you
mean,
just have
there
all
you
the
go.
posters across. There was a couple of licensed product. I don't even know what
Yeah,
that means. It feels like they just
everything's
have
licensed, right?
Star Wars license to use. The only ones I was like, if I see them, maybe, but, they have, like, Beyblades,
I
and I
saw
was like,
that.
I feel like
Okay,
it's like
I'm sorry. Yes, I would buy that.
there's like a is it Luke versus Vader
Vader.
and Mando versus, Moff
Uh,
Gideon?
I think
But
so.
I'm like,
Yes.
I feel like these are just gonna be in Target eventually.
Yes, I agree, but I would buy them so fast. I
I
haven't.
we went through a Beyblades phase in this household, so
Same,
it wouldn't be the worst, wouldn't be the well, I think it would be the worst purchase, but
dude. I had
it'd
two
be
brothers. We went. The Beyblades caused arguments for sure, but
mm, There was 2 other things that I highlighted. It was, is it called the Jark table? Is that what
uh
they're called in the Falcon? The little chess game?
oh, okay, yeah,
I might be getting the word wrong,
yeah.
but they had figurines, like
A
figurines of
hollow chess
those.
table, basically. I know. I forget the actual name, but
Yeah, I don't know what the scale is, but it looked like it's kinda like, I would assume gacha style, where you could
yeah,
randomly get
that's
one.
cool. Oh, I did see that. Yes, that's cool too.
So I don't know unless you could pick the characters you want. I'm not sure, but they said, like, those are there. And then, the little I don't know how small they are either, but the, pin badges,
Yeah,
enamel,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
pins, those are cool because what I found is, they make great ways to, like, accessorize, especially for cosplay. I have one, like, it's called a mini pin from Disneyland, and it's just the Rebel one. Very low, it's not very, like, overt, it's just all silver, and
Yeah.
it'll be on my lapel, I'll wear it all weekend. Um, but yeah, it's just like a nice little lapel pin that's like a Rebel logo. So if they're that small, I'd be super juiced. If they're any bigger, I'm probably not gonna get one,
Yeah,
um, because they'll just be like it doesn't feel in world, right?
that's
Where the one
fair.
I have fills in world. But they had like a Galactic Senate one, which looked pretty sweet. The Rebel one was red. They have an Imperial one, but I already have a Disney pin of the Imperial one from the like lanyard set from or not Imperial, the First Order one
Yeah.
from the lanyard set from the sequels. But that was something I highlighted. So if I see it, I'll take a look at it, and then consider it then. But it's really the merch store that usually
Same.
has better stuff. Like the licensed stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but the merch store is what I usually find things at. And there was also some things that my friends were looking for, and I told them, "Hey, if I see it, I'll grab one for you." There's like a Neil figurine.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I saw
I
that.
don't
Yeah, yeah. I think I saw that
yeah, I don't
posted
I gotta
somewhere.
find out. Yeah, I gotta find out who's selling it. Um,
On
but
yeah.
shout out to my buddy Mars. He was looking for one. I say, "Hey, if I find it for you, buddy, I'll grab one." Um, but yeah, but we already got a bunch of stuff on reserve too, like
We do.
the
Yeah.
pins for the celebration,
Shirt or two,
shirts. I
lanyard.
don't remember if I got a lanyard,
Yeah.
but I have the lanyard from Anaheim, and that was a in the moment purchase.
Yeah.
But I do like the key art. I don't wear white usually.
I
Um,
just yeah, I just think as long as the lanyard for me is more just to feel safer about my badge than anything. Those cheap little ones they
right.
give you when you walk in are technically functional, but man, you
Mine
never
broke.
yeah, I wouldn't
I
ever
got caught on
I
something.
always grab multiple and I put multiple on it. Like you know how
Yeah.
they have like a basket of them? I'll put
Oh,
like
sure, sure,
I
sure.
put like 2 or 3 until I can get my normal thick lanyard.
I'm wondering, are you gonna bring one or just
I
use?
am probably gonna bring one as a just in case
Okay, that's a good
because
idea,
I
actually.
just don't wanna risk it to chance, you know?
Yeah, I still have like old Funko like box ones or Loot Crate ones that I
Yeah.
could probably pick.
Actually, I got a bunch of
Or
them too, yeah.
yeah,
Actually,
just
matter
in
of
case.
fact, let check if I have this right here.
Yeah, because
Oh, here's just an
I know you
autographed
get
picture of
one.
Derek Fisher. I just wanted to show that. That's right. Just in case you were curious.
So when you find Eli at Celebration, say Derek Fisher to be entered into the giveaway.
I have this box. I don't know why I kept that picture in here in this Force Awakens like pencil box. But I have my this is this is
Oh,
from
the box.
20 this is
Oh,
from
that's the one that
Anaheim.
broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Anaheim
Yeah,
one.
just
Yeah,
one of the they're so I mean they're fine. They're
I
free, but
I actually liked that one,
yeah,
but
I
what
like it
happened
too.
was the metal thing bent on me because I
Yeah.
think I got caught in something and it just bent, and I was like, "Ah."
Just remember, nothing that Reed Pop gives you for free is necessarily gonna last. So, they're cheap.
Very
I do
true.
like it, but yeah, you just can't trust the little metal.
And I don't know, cause like, I would bring my Anaheim one, I just don't
Yeah,
want it to get dirty. I don't
that's
know.
fair. Yeah, that's fair. Um,
Um, yeah, I don't know. But I have to look to see what other lanyards I or I'll just go get one from the store or something.
I'm sure you can even
Uh,
find one in Japan, or at Disneyland. You can buy one. I'm
oh,
sure
right. Yeah, that's
they
true.
usually have like pin lanyards and stuff. People have something cool.
Hmm. I'll definitely try to find one that I have so I don't have to spend money on one.
True.
But you're gonna see me with like 10 Pokemon ones. I couldn't pick. There was a Gengar one.
It's a Gengar one. I'll buy it.
I'm gonna if I find a Gengar one, you're getting a Gengar pin or pin lanyard, my friend.
I was gonna like, why is this guy wearing a Gengar lanyard? I don't know. I'm gonna have my
Why is this
celebration.
guy wearing a version of himself?
If someone sees me at celebration, like if I'm in someone's wares and hey Gengar, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I should,
Oh my gosh, that would be
and you know
please.
maybe it's with all the purple that helps too, because like
Yeah.
I used to always have purple lights on my stream, and like I'd wear
Your logos are
purple,
purple.
logos purple,
The new
everything's purple.
stickers are purple. There's yeah.
At
We're
least they're not
just
calling me Grimace. I'll rather be Gengar
oh
than
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grimace.
Gengar's way cooler. Gengar's way cooler. We're having fun. We're having fun. Remember, we're like, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, we'll find something. Um,
We'll find something. I'm yeah. We're if man, if they do a merch reveal while we're in Japan, we're gonna be doing it off of my phone, like recording a video.
yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
will.
be vlogging, by the way. So Anyone
I
watching,
want to, but I'm just not sure yet. I the
okay.
idea of vlogging is always better than the practice for me. Like I abandoned it
Right.
pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, probably.
I will be streaming from my phone every once in a while, I think. Because I
Okay.
can do I've done that a bunch when I go on trips, just here and
Yeah,
there. So I'll probably be doing that. And
like streaming through Twitch?
yeah.
Ooh, okay. I might pop open an
Yeah.
IG live.
Yeah,
Who's done
I'll
that?
probably do that too, to be honest. I'll probably do I've
Yeah.
never gone live on IG, but why not? Why
Well,
not?
like, it's like a dead feature kinda.
It
Like, who
is.
does IG live? They when it was new, people were doing it, but I don't see anybody doing it nowadays. I maybe, like, one person I
Yeah.
could think of.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no one really does it.
Uh,
I definitely wanna do, inline interviews with people.
yeah, that'd be nice.
That's one thing I'm gonna do. Like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel. Can you wanna do a quick
Can
interview?
we
Just
do that
chat?"
really like we'll just post it on shorts and stuff and act like we're strangers to each other and like, "Hey man, I noticed you had this shirt
"Hey"
on. Can I ask you about this?"
Yeah. Is this your girlfriend?" Like, "Let me would you guys switch phones?" Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
like one of those terrible interviews.
Like when you're just
Um,
walking by and you have your headphones in, I'm like, "What are you listening to?" You're like, "Oh, The Fan Awakens on YouTube." Like, "Oh,
oh.
cool, dude, thanks. That's cool." Cool. And I'm like, "Whoa, can you believe it?"
Oh gosh, no, only authentic content
Yeah.
on the Fan Awakens and Raincore channel. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to again see you there.
Yeah.
People I haven't met in person, like from Burgundy Squad, other people online that I haven't met. That's gonna be fun. I'll have my planning to bring the Denizen of the Rim books for people to sign. So
Sick.
that'll also be fun little memory for me. Um, yeah. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, man. It's coming up fast.
I do want to know though, anyone who's watching this, if you're here to the end, if you're going to be at Celebration, uh, you know, what would you be open to doing? Because I think I assume, I feel like it'll be an arcade or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be related to the day, like the night after a celebration. I'm not leaving Tokyo without doing karaoke. I'm going to be singing my ass off at some point. So
Yes,
that's going
sir.
to happen, whether it's after a celebration or not. I don't know. But if you
Yeah.
guys are into karaoke, let me know.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll bring the party to you guys if
Yeah,
you have
make
something fun. I'm gonna be more fluid during this trip, so
yeah,
I'm open for, like, hanging out. If
same.
you guys are doing something fun, let's do something fun. If not, we're just gonna explore and find the thing to do, and there should be plenty of that in Tokyo. So,
I agree. I agree. I want to have one expensive dinner, and the rest I'll probably just we'll look places up and whatnot.
yeah.
But I'm excited to go. We got celebration, we got Disney, we got exploring Pokemon centers, all that stuff. What are you guys excited for? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you're most excited for. What panel is getting you up early in the morning?
Ooh.
What are we
Oh,
hoping
right.
for the store? I mean, I'm pumped for Andor. I would love if they let us watch the first episode or two. That'd be so awesome. That'd be
That would
so
be
awesome.
awesome. 'Cause it should but then that means it's short.
Not necessarily. Maybe the first episode then. Let's say the first
Because
episode.
there's another
Uh,
panel after, so we
no,
could
no,
probably
I
figure
meant
out the map.
like they did for Obi-Wan, where they
Oh, like a premiere?
yes.
Yeah, that'd
It's
be
only a couple
Saturday
days
night.
early. Why not?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Don't be like that, Star Wars. Let us
Yeah,
watch it.
come on. Come
I was
on.
thinking they would just stream the first one there. I hope they don't do what would piss me off? I
What?
don't know if it'd piss me off, but you know what I wouldn't be, like, the happiest about? Let's watch the first 15 minutes
That
together.
would annoy me too. That would
I was
annoy me
like,
too. I don't want to see that because then
I don't wanna see that.
it's similar to like, yeah, I don't want to see that. Uh, it's like with the first, I think the Minecraft movie is showing like 10 minutes of Superman before it, which 10 minutes is quite a while, like quite a lot of footage.
Yeah, but I
Um,
wanna see the whole thing. I don't
yes,
wanna be a 10-minute like, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
of
we'll watch it and then we could talk about it after because,
course.
like, we're gonna be standing in line a lot for different things, and there'll be a little bit downtime in between things, but
Yeah,
it'll be a good time to do like a quick, "Hey, reaction review," or whatever, but I really hope it's, like, either all of it or none of it, you know? or just give me a different trailer at this point. I wouldn't really care, but I
Like,
really want all of it. If they're gonna do a whole episode, give me a whole
I
episode.
think I just feel like since it's like a couple days before the show comes out, you have to give us some,
I would think
like,
so.
because what are you
Yeah.
gonna, why have a panel for it if you're not gonna like show anything worth it, you know? Like what, it's
Yeah, yeah.
not like you can, I mean, a couple days we'll know it all. We'll see that episode anyways. Like I don't, just show us, give me the wristband, all right?
This would be here's a prediction.
Yeah.
Tony Gilroy comes out and he
Uh-huh.
goes, "We're doing a season 3."
You know it would be sick.
That would be
You
oh,
know
yeah,
it would
well,
be awesome. And I know it's a big ask. It's a big ask. And this is my very, very, very dark horse dream. This is my dream situation. I think about
we'll see.
2019 and they showed the episode 9 trailer. I almost thought you thought I was Tim Tebow had to take a knee. Now, did the movie end up making me feel that way? Sometimes,
No.
parts of it, minutes here and there.
Okay,
I liked
sure.
quite a bit, but I also had my.
Minutes here and there.
That's neither here nor there.
It's what you're saying.
There's few moments in my life that I have felt more emotion. I watched that
Oh,
episode 9 trailer, and then after Ian
oh.
McDermott shows up and goes, "Roll it again," and then they played it
Yeah,
again, and
that
I'm
is
like,
cool. That is
what?
cool.
Wouldn't it be so awesome if Skarsgård was there and he gave his monologue from season 1, where he's like, dude, that would go crazy. That would be nuts.
That would be there's no way.
No, there is no
That
way,
would be
but wouldn't that
there's
be
no
awesome if, like, the panel starts and it's dark and then, like, he gives it, wouldn't that be, even if I don't even care if they show it on the screen. I wanna see that thing. I looked that
Oh,
up.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I looked that scene up so much. I'm gonna get dead pixels in my TV from that speech. But,
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Andor right now, so I'm
"What
really
have I
into it.
sacrificed? Everything." Or whatever he says, I don't know it by heart,
The
but yeah.
this is an inside joke, but then the DJ will turn it into a dubstep mix or something. Everything, 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 every.
"I don't have a brother. I don't have a brother."
But
I'm
yeah,
hoping for a crazy announcement. Here's another crazy prediction. We should have done a prediction show, maybe
we should
tomorrow.
have, yeah, maybe tomorrow.
The
Years ago.
next TV show, Urso,
Live action?
live action in the style of
Why
Andor.
not? Yeah, why not? Not.
Why not? Oh, and we got, Tales of the Underworld.
I'm so excited for that. I hope it's
I
good.
haven't watched the trailer. I haven't watched the
Me
trailer yet.
either.
I was
Me
thinking
either.
about doing a reaction, but I don't know if I'll have time to edit
I
one.
love, I love Cad Bane. He's my favorite
I
bounty
want
hunter of all time.
Oh,
He's pretty up there
interesting.
in terms of care. I love Cad Bane so much.
He gets a
Uh
lot of love.
he
I
does.
I feel like
He's
from what he said.
I just, something about him, he stuck with me, you know? And I think
Yeah. Cool
he's
design.
got the cool factor.
Yeah.
He does, I mean, he holds his own against the Jedi in the, in their height.
Actually, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so he's pretty great. So I'm hopeful that they'll do him right in this series. I wasn't big on Tales of the Sith, love Tales of the Jedi, but
Yes.
hopefully it's like the Daniel Craig Bond run where you get greatness, and then greatness, and then so that's what I'm hoping for.
So we'll go on a going on a up. We'll be on
This
a
is
up for this one.
this is my if we're doing predictions, see, this is tough. I mean, looking at the panel schedule, I just don't know when they would announce any of this stuff. But like, I I'm curious if they'll mention anything about any movie other than Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, really?
Because like, when are they gonna do it?
Man, that makes me sad.
I just don't know, because all they have are those 3 main panels, and they're not gonna do it in a side panel. Um, so are they gonna talk about
Wow.
another movie during Mandalorian and Grogu? Doubt it.
You went
During
through see, we didn't do that either. We didn't go through, like, the schedule to say, "Oh, this panel, it could be this," 'cause, I was watching Thank the Maker, and they were kinda going through
yeah,
what possibly could be talked about at those panels. But you're right, I don't remember there
I just
being,
don't
like,
see
one where
any,
you can
because I went
announce.
through them and I just don't see it. I don't see anywhere will it, so I
Mm,
don't think they will. And assuming they take a
dang.
break, which I have a feeling they won't have a celebration next year, the one after that would be 2027, 50th anniversary of Star Wars. And that would probably be when they start trying to pop
Yeah.
off, like they're gonna empty, that
Man.
seems like one where they'll try and empty the clip again. But
Yeah.
also 2 years, who knows if Kathleen's still there? because
Oh,
she's talked about like I'm not leaving, but we're talking about plans of succession and things. And whoever comes
so
in, I assume they would want to, lead off home run.
so do you think they're shifting away? Man, we're really talking
I know
deep
I
about
don't want to
this.
get too deep into it, but I just
But real quick, do you think, because a while ago there was 3 movies that they announced, or do you think any of those are gonna happen?
I do. I think they're
Okay.
definitely happening. I just don't think they're gonna mention them at all.
Yeah,
The
that's a
one
great
like, well,
point.
now it's shifted because I don't know that the Ray movie necessarily is happening how we thought, because we
Right.
have Sean Levy who's come in to direct, and
Right.
after the sequels, and it's all grain of salt everything, but I do believe that Daisy Ridley would be in that movie, whether she's a star or not. I don't know, but I think she'd be in it.
Interesting.
Um, so I wouldn't
Huh.
be surprised if like 2027, and even maybe not, but I do think that if Mando and Grogu's coming out what next year, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Y-
Yeah.
Then yeah, when they're not shooting anything. Oh, Mangold's not close to making that movie. Uh, the Ray movie, all we ever hear is like, we know what the story is,
Wow,
so
wow.
there's no script.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah. Because I was hoping we would get an announcement. I don't know where you put it, but an
Yeah,
announcement for another animated show outside of Tales of the Underworld.
I think there is an animation panel, so you might.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
was like, try to get that. Question for you. If, let's say, because you're in the Andor panel, are we hunkering down to stay at other panels at Celebration Stage, or is there no other panels?
an excellent question, my friend.
Because I think when I looked, it said, like, Andor's at 10, but Ahsoka isn't till 1. So you'd assume between 11 and 1, could we stay in there? Because in previous years, you were able to stay in the Celebration.
I think they're
Uh,
gonna kick us out because they've never done that, but because they did reservations for Ahsoka, they're definitely kicking us out. And looking at the
wow.
schedule,
Yeah,
there's no other panel between
in the
11
Celebration.
and no.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so I don't have to worry about hunkering down, like, after
Yeah,
Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm like, "I'm waiting for the next one,"
that
or
frees
even
us up.
Vision.
Surprisingly, um, after Ahsoka, there's nothing. Oh no, screening Siege of Mandalore. They're screening after Ahsoka at 3:30.
And I feel
Um,
like I'm like, we're just watching it with everybody. I'm like,
yeah, I don't need to do that.
I don't need to do that.
That's
There's gonna
not.
be other
I
things.
mean, maybe
But
if I'm tired or something and there's like not a line, then maybe I'll sit in there for a bit. But like, I don't. It's not. It's not a plan. It's not
yeah,
something I've planned.
right. Okay,
Celebration State Visions.
okay.
You know what?
Because they used to do like an opening ceremony one and a after. They're not doing that though, are they?
Well, they do have the closing ceremony,
And
which
you're not
is
gonna announce anything at a closing. I'm trying to get a like announcements
closing
to.
ceremony. Yeah, they'll just go over like this is what we did at the con. They'll go to all different hosts and then they'll announce where the next one's at.
Oh,
Um,
okay. But I'm like, they're not gonna announce movies or anything. Because like the opening
no,
ceremony for, was it London? Had a like, is that when Harrison Ford came out? Or am
no,
I
that
thinking? Am
that
I mixing that up with
I
like a
don't think so.
Comic
Yeah.
Con or something?
Um, for the opening ceremony, opening greeting and fan club introductions, that's just at one of the stages. Nah, they don't have
Maybe I'm
anything.
mixing it up with another convention.
Yeah.
Because there was the one convention where they like had Harrison Ford come out. Was that like D23 or
Well,
something?
he came out at in Anaheim, but it was the
Oh,
first
okay.
day and it wasn't planned. It was for Indiana Jones. I remember I was in
Oh,
the store
right.
line and I was sad because I missed.
Yeah.
But
Everyone's like, "Oh, Indiana Jones is there." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm
we'll
excited regardless.
yeah,
Well,
heck
I'm gonna
yeah.
be happy and have fun. Um,
3 days
I'm
is
not
gonna
gonna.
fly by.
No, and then that'll be the end of the trip. And then we'll be back to a sad reality in this blue room that I'm in, this blue dungeon that I'm in.
I'm not working for the whole week after we come back,
Nice.
so
I have
plenty of time to
one
unwind.
day. I have
Yeah,
one day, but that's fine.
yeah.
I get to work from home. It won't be too crazy.
Not even stress, but the only the thing that's gonna dictate a lot for me at celebration is how much I spend before celebration, since it's the end of the trip.
Yeah.
I don't plan like before celebration. the money I plan on spending is food and probably dumb little things, to be honest. Like, I don't know that I have, like, anything big in Japan that but you never know what
I
pops up. I can waste a lot of money
y
on gacha machines, I bet you that.
yeah, yeah, you're gonna see me pulling Eli off of an arcade machine.
No!
I'm like, "No, Eli, you don't need that Gengar stuff, you don't need it." And you're like, "I'm so close, it's so close to the edge."
You guys are gonna see me
I
crash out on a live stream. It's like, "Eli, you've spent $98 on this claw game, give it up." I'm almost
Yeah,
there.
I have in my mind a budget, and
Sure,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna I would have to go out of my way to spend that money. Like, and we'll talk about it
sure,
off camera.
sure.
I don't wanna
Uh,
talk about,
get
pocket
it.
watch here, but I'm saying
Like, "Oh, so
I
Parade got
feel
money, alright."
I don't. Even before this call, we already talked about how I don't have money. Because the food's cheap,
Yep.
transportation shouldn't break the bank.
No.
So it is really up to how much we're gonna spend, like, at Disneyland, or I'm actually curious, what's your we
Sure, you're
keep
good,
going.
you're good.
Pokemon, what's your fan level in Pokemon stuff?
Not
Low? I
that
mean, and I don't feel bad if it's, like, low,
no,
non-existent,
it's weird
because 'cause I'm not
because
sure.
I watched a ton of Pokemon as a kid. I've played, I mean, hundreds of hours of those games,
Oh, okay.
but still, I'm not that like, I don't know that I own a single Pokemon thing. Uh,
Oh,
I
interesting,
don't
okay.
think I do. I No, I don't think I do. Yeah,
What about Mikey, though?
he
Because
does,
Mikey,
he
you said
does.
Mikey was
He's more into
okay.
but he's still, like, neither of us get cards or anything.
Mhm.
Um,
That's gonna change when we go to Japan, baby. We're gonna be getting some packs.
I I don't know what Miguel has. I mean, he still buys the game, so, like, he's still active
Okay.
in, like, the Switch games and everything,
Yeah.
and he plays them pretty fairly often,
Okay.
but, like, if you ask me about Pokemon outside of the original, what was it, 52, 100, whatever?
I do.
See,
You're definitely
exactly.
not.
Yeah, see?
151,
Uh,
151, yeah.
151. I don't know him. I don't know
Okay.
him. I know the OGs,
Interesting.
and I know Bidoof, and that's about it, man.
That's the yeah, I'm don't know most of the newer stuff. Like this last generation, I wasn't really paying attention
Yeah,
and I didn't play the game. Um, I'm pretty versed.
yeah.
I'm still tapped in. I'm still tapped in. So I'm gonna be hunting some cards down.
Yeah.
But I was just curious about you
I'm,
and your
I don't know, the things that might get me while we're there outside of Celebration, maybe if there's some, I don't know, certain video game stuff like, more modern video game stuff might get me.
ooh.
I don't get
No
a lot of,
vintage?
like
Nothing
I
like
don't
vintage
get a
or like
lot the
collection?
funny thing is, I've played games my whole life. I've been really into
Yeah.
it my whole life, but I don't really go for, like, vintage gaming stuff, oddly.
Oh, okay.
Um, some old if they have older anime stuff, because like, Naruto I do love, and I know they're gonna have Naruto
Okay.
stuff. But,
Yeah.
like, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, all that kinda stuff, if they have
Yeah.
something like that, I might dabble, but I'm not sure. I feel like I'll have a pretty easy time restraining
Saying
myself
yeah,
outside
okay.
of the money grab. So you put me in an arcade, you put me in a gacha place, I'm putting money down, man, but and it's gonna be stuff that's probably gonna end up in a box, but, like
Or we can give it away on the channel, or we can give it away to friends or your nephew or,
that's
souvenirs to,
fair. I'll just
you
give 'em to
know
my nephew, that's fair.
Yeah. Um, I don't anticipate playing too many arcades or gotcha machine I could set us seeing like, "Oh, let's just mess around in an arcade
Yeah,
or a gotcha
yeah,
place for, like, an hour," but I'm not gonna be like, uh, there's no I don't think that's what's gonna happen with me. Um, Pokemon cards will be a different thing because 'cause I'm actually, like,
sure.
hunting for stuff, I have plans.
That's good.
One thing I thought for video games, I've always wanted a Game Boy SP. Um,
Yeah,
Again, I had one, I sold it for a DS, the original, the blue the clamshell, and that was the worst decision of my life. So
we've
I'm
all
in
been
the
there.
market to find a Game Boy SP. Um we'll have to figure out when, because you guys show up a day later, and it was gonna be my first day. I was gonna go to Akihabara, where they have a bunch of that. But we can always go back. Like
Sure.
maybe Thursday,
Yeah.
we'll go back and look around and stuff. Because there's gonna be more stuff to look at than we could even do in a day there,
Of course.
in that section. Um, so yeah, so that's keep an eye out when we're there for secondhand Game Boy SP, silver or black,
Yeah.
lightly used, still good condition. And I'm expecting, the people there take good care of their stuff. And yeah, I'd be definitely interested in grabbing. I'm hoping to find one actually, to be perfectly honest. That's
I
my
get
looking
I
for.
get competitive with myself, and if I start on a machine or something, sometimes I just I gotta see it through. It's messed up. I don't want to get into this stuff, but like those mystery like
Mystery
vending
bag
machines and
boxes.
stuff where you gotta like put in the money and then you either get a key or you get nothing basically.
Oh, those, yeah.
That's tempting. I don't want to get into that game, so I'm glad I'm bringing like my brother will be with me at all times. And it's not like I don't I don't have a gambling problem, folks, but the idea of it is tempting.
I
But I am able to
I
show
think
restraint, so I'll be okay.
I saw that, like, gamble, get a key, and then that key opens up a locker,
Yeah,
and it's like a figure. There's so much anime I don't know about that it's not
that's
even gonna be
fair.
tempting to me, because 'cause I'm like, I don't even know anything about it. Like, none of the items there will intrigue me to buy.
Wait,
Like, if it's a gotcha machine that's like Pokemon,
you
all
can
the
see what
Pokemon
it
in there
is.
I like,
Yeah,
then I would do it, but otherwise, no.
I didn't even think about this. Man, I'm a big Dodgers fan. They have Shohei Ohtani everywhere over there. I'm gonna be buying
Everywhere.
Shohei Ohtani merch,
You're gonna
man.
blue and white before we get to celebration. It's gonna be crazy.
That's what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna buy Ohtani stuff.
Ohtani stuff, man. Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
I feel like we had a fun time here. We went in pretty blind. We talked about probably more Star Wars Celebration deep stuff before we went live, which is a
yeah,
totally okay. We got into the
that's
nitty
totally fine.
gritty, and we're
It
like,
was
"Oh, we're
boring
gonna
stuff
record."
anyway.
It was mundane stuff.
Yeah, it was some boring stuff. Lines in the maps, like, who cares? That's not gonna be good content.
No, no.
This was better. This was definitely better.
So this is fun, man. I'm glad we did an hour. I was planning on doing 30 minutes. Uh, we've been on this call for a long time, but it's fun. That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
What we do. That's what we do
Um,
here.
so I appreciate you hanging out. Though we might do something tomorrow. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
Um, but it is past my bedtime. But you know what? Thank you because I don't even feel tired. This was a fun time.
so
You
fun.
can obviously find me at TheFanAwakens everywhere. That's you guys know that. But what do you got going on, man?
You can always find me at the reigncore YouTube channel, where I'm posting videos with you when doing reviews, celebration videos with you and many other friends in Star Wars, and then also reigncore uh, clothing.com, reigncore Etsy. Eventually, Twitch will come back. We're
Yeah,
gonna do heavy Star Wars hunters before they close down those servers before October. So I don't know what to call it. We'll think of a cool name. And then Parade Rainer on Instagram, where I'm posting my costumes and the things I'm making, props. Uh, even it's all tangled up. I made a poster tube for Star Wars Celebration, and I'll post my how I made it on Parade Rainer on Instagram, and you can find all those
sick.
links in the description below. But
Absolutely.
again,
Also,
thank you so much for having me. Always fun.
I just want to give you props celebration. I know you've been working real hard. You recently hit 100 subscribers on YouTube,
I did.
and so I just want to give you a shout out there because you've been
Thanks, man.
busting your butt and you've been making some awesome content. So
Thank
everybody, if
you.
you don't already follow my guy, go give him a follow. But
Thank you.
yep,
Appreciate that.
you know, this is here's to 100 more. Here's to 1,000. We're
Yeah,
on the uptrend. But
that's right.
hopefully we'll see you guys in Japan. This has been fun. This has been Celebration Cantina. Those are the Rain Awakens stickers we're gonna be giving away. Until next time, may the force be with you all. Can you send us out of here?
Punch it, Chewy. Boom.
Peace.
Bye, guys.